Good evening, Jackson James. This your girl, Jane of all trades, and tonight we have a Jack and Jane situation. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna just jump right into it, guys. So this one is coming to us from a couple who basically feels as if the other person does not acknowledge their feelings. Okay, in a situation where she says when she's around his family, she feels like his mom is very disrespectful. She always invites the ex-girlfriend to events. This couple in particular does not have any children together, so she can't seem to understand why the ex-girlfriend is always invited to family events. Okay. The other situation is, she said, her guy, he goes out with his friends on the weekend, which is totally fine. She said, however, when it gets really late and she calls or texts his phone, he does not respond. He doesn't, he doesn't answer, and he doesn't respond via text message. So what she was saying is she feels, number one, in a situation like this, she feels a little bit unwanted and disrespected because not only is he not home by a decent hour, but he also is not responding to let her know that he's okay. So she feels as if, she's worried and he doesn't care. The situation with the mom is more so she just feels disrespected because the ex-girlfriend is always invited to events. Whereas she feel, why is she invited? You don't have kids with this woman. This woman should not be showing up at events, okay? So that is pretty much the bulk of the situation, Jackson James. So with that being said, since I told you we'll jump right into the meats and potato of the situation, my thoughts. Okay. My thoughts actually in this situation is it is very important. Okay. It is very important for you to make your significant other feel respected in any situation. I don't care if it's your mama, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your children, co-workers, whatever, even strangers. If your significant other comes to you in a situation and they're saying, hey, this is the issue, I feel like you don't want me at times, I feel like your mom has been disrespectful, whatever, then it's your job to straighten your family, okay? And when I say it's your job to straighten your family, I mean being the male or the female or whatever in the situation, going to your mom, listen, if you're going to continue to invite my ex over to your barbecues or, whatever functions that you have, no matter what relationship they have formed, that's cool. I can't tell you who to invite to your home. But what I can tell you is, since my significant other does not feel comfortable in this situation, I would no longer come in the event that this person is here. So at this point in time, you truly have to choose between me, your child, and this ex of mine that you keep inviting. So if your mom really loves you, she's going to have a conversation with that ex like, girl, I love you like you're my daughter, but my son is still my son and I have to respect his wishes. So with that being said, you can't come over to family events. Now, if you want to go out and eat lunch, or you just want to have a girls' evening and we get a glass of wine, or something like that, we can still do it. But as far as family functions, since I want my son to feel comfortable in his woman, or I want my daughter to feel comfortable in her man, or whatever the situation may be, then I have to tell you can't come to the events. And if that mom is not strong enough, or that dad or whoever is not strong enough to tell that to the other person, then guess what happens from there? Now, you and your significant other have to have a conversation. And so now you're choosing between the mom and the girlfriend, or, the daughter and the boyfriend, or husband, wife, whomever, okay? That's when it becomes more of a feud, because you do not want fire, blazing in your household. You don't want that. And the reason why you don't want that fire blazing in your household, because at the end of the day, when that barbecue is over and your mom, she's done put everything in the to-go boxes and put everything else, the leftovers in the refrigerator, guess what happens? She's going to take a shower and lay down and go to bed. That ex-girlfriend, she's going to go on about her business, go home to her whatever the hell she got waiting at home. But guess what you're going to go home to? You're going to go home to a blazing fire, okay? And that shit going to be burning hot. Burning hot. Your girl going to be at your throat. She's, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you, da-da-da-da. You're going to hear all these crazy words that you don't want to hear from your beautiful queen. You don't want to hear a woman talking to you like that. So with that being said, in this situation, men, you already know what to do. Have a conversation with your mom. Mom, it got to stop. If it don't stop, then you gotta let your mama know, I'm not coming. If my girl ain't wanted, or you feel like you're gonna disrespect my significant other, this is the woman I love, then I'm not showing up. And that's just how it has to be. I always tell myself, whenever it comes down to my children, I'm gonna always side with my children. So I don't care who the ex is, no matter how much I like the ex, I'm gonna side with my children, because at the end of the day, I want my children to always feel as if I'm being respectful, and that I want them to understand that whoever they're with, as long as this person is not beating on them or, mistreating them in any type of way, and they're actually trying to build something and have something, then I'm going to stand with my child. So guess what? That ex that I love so much that I wanted my son to marry, or I wanted my daughter to marry, guess what? We can go eat on another day. You just can't show it to the family barbecue, okay? It's one of those things called respect. Now, on the other side of that is whenever your girl is telling you, baby, when you out, you don't text me, you don't call me, I be worried, you need to at least send me a text message, and you don't respond. I don't care what you out doing. I don't care if you out there trapping. I don't care if you work third shift. I don't care if you was in a car wreck. As long as your fingers work, you may not need to be, you may not can answer your phone, but you definitely need to at least send a text message, say, hey, baby, I'm good. You know what that does? That just gives her confirmation that you are all right. You don't have to sit there and tell her where you at, who you hanging out with. None of that warrants an argument when you get home. That just says, baby, I'm fine, I'm out, I'll be home in a little bit. Guess what she's going to do? She's going to go in her room, go in the bathroom, take her clothes off, get in the shower, and when you come home, guess what? She'll be right there ready for you if she ain't asleep. She's going to be right there ready for you, It's one of those situations. You just have to understand that sometimes people are really just worried. They're not trying to be nosy. They're not trying to be in your business. They're not really worried about what you got going on. They really are just genuinely concerned about you. And a simple text message saying, I'm out, I'll call you on my way home. Or, baby, I'll be home in a little bit. Or I'm good. You don't have to worry. Go ahead and go to bed. You see how simple that was? A simple text message. I wouldn't care if you was out there cheating. Guess what? As long as she get that text message, men, you won't have that blazing fire when you get home, okay? That's what I'm saying. So with that being said, learn how to acknowledge your significant other's feelings, okay? That is not a joke. It's not a joke at all. And the reason why I tell people this, you do not get to choose how somebody else feel. My biggest pet peeve is when I'm listening to someone and this person is telling their side, this person is telling their side, and I hear, you don't fucking feel like that. You don't feel like that. How I make you feel like that? And I be sitting there like, so you just gonna sit here and tell her that she can't feel this way? She ain't got a right to feel the way she can feel. So when it get to a situation like that, and I'm just listening to couples and they're going back and forth at it, I got to sit there and be the referee, and I have to ask them, so you mean to tell me you know how she feel? You know her so much, so well, that you get to tell her that she don't feel as if, she's actually concerned. Nah, she ain't concerned. She just want to be nosy. She just want to know where I'm at. Okay, but if you still are not sending a text message to say, baby, I'm all right, go ahead and go to bed, I'll see you when I get home, then you don't know if she's being nosy trying to figure out where you at, or she's really genuinely concerned that you're okay or not okay. So that's why I have to tell people, sometimes it's just your choice of words that you use. It's how you will come out and be better in a situation. So as I always tell people, I don't care. Black, white, Mexican, whatever, alien, I don't care. I love relationships. I love people who genuinely love each other, who want to grow together, who wants to build together, who understands that they are happy without this person, but with this person together, the happiness is endless, okay? Those are the situations that I absolutely love to see. So that's why I am so big on encouraging strong relationships, healthy relationships, because without a healthy relationship, somebody's going to get miserable. Somebody's going to feel, as if you don't appreciate them. Somebody's going to feel as if you're being disrespectful. Somebody's going to feel like, okay, I'm done with it mentally. I'm walking away. Physically, I'm still here. So that's when people get to cheating. You don't want that in your relationship. So with that being said, make sure you understand how to acknowledge his or her feelings. And I understand men, don't think I'm leaving you guys out. I understand men may not sit there and express how they feel, you know, but men will show you. Men will show you. If a man comes home from work and his house is nasty or there's no food cooked and you've been home all day, he may not go to fussing as if why the house ain't clean or why is there no dinner on the table. He may just simply say something like, baby, I'm hungry. What you cooking today? You know, not necessarily arguing with you, but that's just him letting you know, like, baby, you been home all fucking day and you ain't even cook. Shit, you ain't clean the house. Okay? Are y'all seeing where I'm going with that? So yes, men are gonna not word it so strong. So they're just gonna probably ask a question, and then you're gonna be sitting there looking crazy like, damn, I have been at home all day. I'm sorry, baby, I hadn't cooked. You know, but you can't tell him, oh, you ain't hungry. Oh, you don't feel hungry. You ain't hungry. You don't pass, KFC, Bojangles, Burger King, whatever, all on the way home. You can't get mad and start yelling at because in his mind, in his world, he hungry. So he in his feelings about the fact that you done been at home all day and you ain't cooked. You ain't cleaned up. You ain't did nothing. But you can't yell at him because he came home hungry and tell him that he ain't feeling no type of way because of that. Because the first thing he gonna yell is, oh, he over here in his feelings because I ain't cooked. Well, guess what? He should be in his feelings because you didn't cook. Because the only way he should come home from work and you done been off of work all day and there's no meal on that table, it better be you was at the hospital with your mama or somebody. You better be in that home sick. It had to be something that was going on, but definitely just to be at home all day and not cook or not clean, that's an issue. And that's vice versa. If he was at home all day, you came home from work. So get into the mindset of not telling somebody how they feel, but understand their words is actually telling you something is an issue, and it's your job. It is your job to correct that. I understand it may not be corrected immediately, but it is a situation to where it will be corrected. Okay? So, what did we get from this? Acknowledge your significant other's feelings at all costs. It's going to take a little bit of change, okay? It is not going to happen overnight. If she says she's worried about you because you're out all night, send her a text message. You do not have to tell her or him or whoever where you're at. You just simply reply with, I'm okay. I'll be there in a little bit. If y'all don't live together, just be like, I'm hanging out at the moment. I'll call you later, or I'll text you later. I'm okay. That is simple. You're not telling nobody your whereabouts. If it's the situation, with the mom or the grandma or whoever inviting the ex to the family dinner or whatever, you already know your options. Either sit down and have a conversation with your mama and your daddy or whoever, and you let them know, listen, this is what it is. Either I come and I bring my girl and you guys respect her, or either you can continue to invite my ex and we, I don't show up, which means we don't show up, and we're going to do our own thing. I've known families who literally have started their own branch of a family reunion because one person failed to acknowledge a situation that was going on, and so they started their own thing. And the sad part is that happens a lot because people feel as if you don't want to acknowledge their feelings. And people have the right to their own feelings. Okay? This is not no third party situation where you calling somebody over here, you calling somebody over there, and you pulling everybody into your business. This is a whole live situation where everything can be, dotted, dead, okay? With a conversation. A simple conversation, a simple text message, a simple phone call. So today, if you didn't learn anything else from this Jack and Jane issue, take it from me. Acknowledge your significant other. You cannot tell somebody how they feel. Make the small changes that are necessary to make your relationship work so that you can continue to get stronger. You can continue to build. Once you get that foundation down pat, guess what? Can't nobody break that up. Nobody, mama, daddy, sister, brother, cousin, best friend, whoever. Okay? So let's work on getting that foundation down pat. That way you can blossom. I want to see all these relationships bloom, okay? So in the season of love, This is your girl, Jane of all trades. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'll be talking to you soon.